Good afternoon, I'm Josh Duncan, and these are some of the top headlines coming out of the KelownaNow newsroom today. The Kelowna RCMP is turning to the public for help as they search for a missing teenager who is described as high risk. According to police, 15-year-old Petra Cash Elliott was last seen yesterday in the 300 block of Whitman Road in Glenmore. That's just north of Kane Road in the shopping complex there with the McDonald's, Tim Hortons, and grocery stores. The RCMP says Petra left at around 10 p.m. last night and has not been heard from since and did not attend school today. The 15-year-old youth is described as Caucasian, around 5'5", 115 pounds, with very short sandy blonde hair. Petra was last seen wearing blue baggy jeans and a green hoodie with an orange flower on it, which you can see in the photo there. Anyone with information on the youngster's whereabouts is urged to contact police immediately. Big White boss Michael J. Ballinall has been named Kelowna's Business Leader of the Year by the Kelowna Chamber of Commerce. It's the program's highest honor, and Ballinall, who is more typically known as Michael J., as you might recognize from the radio ads, he will be honored alongside several other business excellence winners at the Chamber's annual awards gala on October 30th. Michael J. was chosen as this year's recipient by an independent judging panel. Big White's senior VP himself said it was an amazing honor, adding that he considers himself in great company with past winners of this award. That includes Club Penguin co-founder Lane Merrifield, Kelowna Airport CEO Sam Samadar, Allison Young from the KGH Foundation, and plenty of other big local names. That October 30th Chamber Awards Gala will be held at the Delta Grand Hotel. Mounties in West Kelowna are praising the results of a recent targeted enforcement operation funded through the BC's Safer Communities Through Targeted Enforcement program. It was aimed to disrupt violent and drug-related crime in the city. The West Kelowna RCMP shared the results today, saying that Project Deadlock, as it was called, resulted in over 50 arrests, including one person designated in the city as a repeat violent offender. It also yielded significant seizures, including over 500 grams of illicit drugs, more than $30,000 in property and cash believed to be from the proceeds of crime, dozens of weapons, and 4 stolen vehicles. Staff Sergeant Brendan Dolan said Project Deadbolt demonstrates the ongoing commitment of the detachment to target those responsible for violent and drug-related offenses that harm the local community. Interior Health has confirmed the loss of nearly 350 medical samples as the result of a semi-crash in the small community of Westwold this summer, Westwold off Highway 97 between Kamloops and Vernon. The health authority confirmed to KelownaNow that the truck was transporting 348 specimens when it crashed off Highway 97 into a barn around 8:30 p.m. on July 16th. Interior Health says the third-party transport company failed to report the collision, which resulted in the samples being ruined before retrieval. An independent journalist who shed light on this story last week said the samples were cancer tests, HIV and hepatitis tests, neonatal screenings, and other similar tests, but the health authority did not confirm those facts. The journalist also said the samples were still in the truck. However, Interior Health did dispute that by noting immediate action was taken to retrieve the samples and properly discard them once they were notified about the crash. The truck remains in the barn at this time, and police say it's the registered owner's responsibility to remove it. Wrapping up in sports, a little baseball news, a little Blue Jays news, kind of, but not about those playoff losses we saw over the weekend. Former Toronto Blue Jays catcher Greg Zahn has been named the new head coach for the Kelowna Falcons. The 54-year-old said he's excited for the opportunity and promised an exciting brand of baseball for Kelowna Falcons fans at Elk Stadium next summer. Zahn played over 1,200 MLB games over a 16-year career, and nearly half of those came with the Blue Jays in a 5-year stint between 2004 and 2008. After his retirement, Zahn shifted to the media and was a staple on Blue Jays Sportsnet broadcasts for several years. However, he was fired in 2017 over allegations of inappropriate behavior. Zahn issued an apology for that days later, and in a podcast appearance earlier this year, said he takes full responsibility for his unacceptable actions, but believes the punishment was excessive. After a few years out of the spotlight following that incident, Zahn got back into baseball in a lower league role in 2023. Has worked his way up the ranks a little bit over the past 3 summers. The Falcons hosting a meet and greet with Zahn and fans at the train station pub tomorrow, a chance to introduce him to the fan base. That starts at 3:30 p.m. and fans will also be able to watch the Blue Jays Mariners ALCS Game 3 at the bar alongside Zahn once it begins just after 5 p.m. All right, wrapping up, a quick look at the forecast. Blue skies and sunshine right now. We are at 10 degrees, a high of 12, so we'll see if it ticks up a couple degrees over the next couple of hours. Clear and a low of -2 tonight, which means it'll be another chilly morning like it was just a few hours ago. Back up to 13 tomorrow under mainly sunny skies. That's it for me today, but you can read up on all these stories and plenty more over at KelownaNow.com. Be sure to check us out on socials as well. That's KelownaNow.com on TikTok, KelownaNow on X, Best of KelownaNow on Instagram, and the Now Media Group on YouTube. All right, have a great night, Kelowna. I'll be back tomorrow with a few new headlines for you. We'll see you then.
We don't just report the news. We live here too. We're your neighbors, bringing you stories that matter to all of us. No government funding, no outside influence. Kelowna Now, local, independent. News you can trust.